Monday. We are at the last day of the month in July, exactly at the midpoint set before the end of August, and then September rolls around. So here we are. Hey Bonnie, how are you? So I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about today, and I want to talk to you about the fear of failure. And guess what? I am an expert. I totally am an expert at overcoming fear. And what qualifies me as an expert at overcoming fear is, and you may or may not know this, is for 10 years, I faced or advocated and supported my dad's cancer journey for 10 years. He survived stage 4 cancer. And, it was difficult. I was living and breathing the trauma and the fear of his life ending. And he was a remarkable role model in the sense of overcoming fear. As a first generation immigrant, going through without having all the full resources and connections to start up a business and so forth. So he was an expert. I learned from him, and that 10-year journey of overcoming that fear of the finality and the fragility of death or impending death really has prepared me really well to this day in terms of health coaching and helping people get through fear. So that qualifies me as an expert at overcoming fear. The other aspect that qualifies me as overcoming fear has to do with my career journey and my entrepreneurial journey. And basically, this is my third or fourth business in terms of things that I've tried, things that I've done, I've gone to school for, and none of that really matters. But the essential thing is what I've learned in my entrepreneurial journey is to actually get through and overcome fear by experimenting. And for those of you who feel stuck about fear that may be preventing you from feeling motivated to get your health back, to have better relationships, healthier relationships, to have the money that you want in terms of wealth and abundance, there are some things that end up stopping you. And here are some of the things. One, people fear making mistakes. And this is what I found in the years that I've been coaching clients is a lot of people who are overachieving and high performers are afraid of failure because they're afraid of making mistakes. They're perfectionists. That sounds like you. Listen up here. And the other aspect of it is also they're fearful or afraid of being not enough, and that comparison. I'm not, I don't have these resources. I don't have these talents. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough, experience, whatever it might be. The fear of comparison also may be holding you back. And the third thing that I was thinking about is the fear of loss. And a lot of times in midlife, we fear loss. We fear loss of our strength. We feel loss of our youthfulness. We feel loss of our spouses or family. And recently, actually, it's interesting. Clients have been coming to me who have really been dealing with significant loss in their life. I mean, deaths in their family, closeness, and the trauma of loss. And that is a huge topic in itself. But what I find is that when we are in fear of losing, and that's coming from a mindset of scarcity, we tend to hold on tighter. We tend to hold on tighter and grip even harder because we're so afraid of losing. And so people respond to fear in different ways. You know, they may hold on tighter. They may actually go into overdrive. Those perfectionists, those people who are feeling not worthy enough or have the comparison syndrome might go into overdrive, basically. They work and work and work, and they think they can fix everything if they just work hard enough. Does this sound like you? Could be. And then some people actually go into avoidance, and they actually shut down. They can't move forward because they're in such a state of fear that they don't know how to move their next steps, actually move forward into achieving their goals or getting what they want. So what I always say to my clients is, you know, instead of feeling the fear, the state of fear, getting into this mindset of fear, what would it feel like if you said to yourself, well, I don't have enough information to actually get myself into a state of fear? What if you said, I need some more information to decide if this is fear worthy or not? And we automatically, in survival mode, get into this fight or flight state that we are designed and wired to do that automatically. But what if you were to take a pause and say, wait a minute, do I have enough information? Do I have enough information to make an informed decision about whether I should be fearful or not? Whether I should be afraid to move forward? Whether if I'm going to make a wrong mistake, if I'm going to make a mistake, if I'm going to make a wrong decision, whether I'm going to lose something. So I basically wanted to get this message out to you about the fear of failure. And so take this tip about gathering more information to make an informed decision about whether you should, if that fear is totally valid or not. And, friends, like I said, here in midlife, we have no time to spare because what we do actually seeds the next 20 years of our lives. And how we train and practice our thoughts and our mindset actually prepares us for the end of the line. And there's going to be that end of the line that comes up. I hate to tell you, there is an end. So today, I am absolutely passionate about you making some informed decisions and practice for yourself before an unexpected wake-up call. This is really my true mission. Before the unexpected call, train and practice your thinking, your moving, how you eat, all of that. This is practice, and there's no lateness in terms of when you can start all over again. We could just start and begin again. And that experimentation, that practice will actually give you the tools that you need to have an abundant life and to live a fulfilling life in midlife into your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and maybe as a centenarian, which we see more of these days, right? So I wanted to leave you with that. So make an informed decision about what's behind that fear. Get clear on that and decide from there instead of just, catching yourself and saying, well, is this fear kind of a belief that I have? Am I overreacting? Take a pause and decide if you have enough information. So I wanted to invite you this week. I decided that I feel like I need to do more to serve you and to support you. And so I decided that I'm going to have this workshop called Having an Abundant Mindset in the Midst of Doubt. And often doubt and fear holds us back from feeling motivated to do the things that we truly desire. So instead of living in that fear, I would love for you to get the tools that you need to have an abundant mindset in the fear of doubt. And I'm going to give you my tricks and tips and my secret sauce to help you overcome the fears that you have. So you're not avoiding, you're not shutting down, you're not getting into overdrive, and that you can actually give yourself the tools to not get into fight or flight mode, but actually have the tools to take a pause and make an informed decision. So hope that helps today. Today's Monday, last day of the month. Let's begin August with an entirely new mindset. And I hope you can join me. Keep an eye out on the link tree on my bio where all the registration and information will come out soon, hopefully today. So hope you have an amazing day, and thanks for listening. Talk to you soon.